Today I'm going to show you how to do a screenshot in Windows 10, also sometimes referred to as print screen, but basically it just means saving whatever's on the screen to use somewhere else. Before we get started, I just wanted to show you where the keys are that we're going to be talking about today. So now the first one that I want to mention is print screen, which is on the top right of your keyboard, and there are various versions of it. This one is an abbreviation. This is my laptop, but some of them it's written in full. And then the other keys that we're going to be mentioning are the Windows key, which is on the bottom left of your keyboard, and right next door to it is the Alt key, and slightly above and to the left is the Shift key. We'll be mentioning those as well. Now there are many ways to copy your screen, but I'm just going to go through what I believe is the 5 commonest and easiest ways to do it. So let's get going. Here's method number 1. Now the simplest method and probably the oldest method is to go to the top right of your keyboard, and you'll find a key there called print screen. It might be abbreviated, but you'll find it near the top right of your screen. So press that. Now that copies your full screen to your clipboard. So you can't view it unless you put it in another program. So we'll just go to Word, for instance, and right click and paste, and there it is. There's the screen that I printed. You could use other programs as well, like PowerPoint or Paint. Those will work equally as well. So that's the first method I wanted to talk about. Then the second method is just a slight variation on that one. For instance, if you've got a window open and you don't want to print the whole screen, you just want to print the window that you're working in, then you can press the Alt key and print screen, and that will copy just the window that you're working in. So let's have a look at that. Again, we're going to have to go to another program. Let's go to Paint this time, and right click and paste, and there it is. You can see it's only copied the window that I was working in and not the whole screen. So that's pretty handy. If you want to just do that, then you don't have to crop or do anything like that. And with Paint, you've got options to do all sorts of edits and special effects, but that's not the object of this video. So let's move on to the next one. Now the next method of doing it is to press the Windows key and then print screen, and you'll notice the screen dims a little bit. Now what happens here is this one is made a copy of the full screen, and it's saved it in a folder called Screenshots in your Pictures folder. So if you go to your Pictures folder, there we go, and look for the folder called Screenshots. There it is, and that's the latest one, and there we go. It's taken a screenshot there and saved it. Now you can take it from here, and there are a few things you can do with it. You can do a bit of editing, etc. You could save it in another folder somewhere or share it. Right, moving along now. I'm going to show you this one. I just want to magnify it a little bit. I've put on my taskbar a couple of apps that are a little bit more sophisticated for doing screenshots. The first one I want to show you is this one here called the Snipping Tool, and this is a pretty old one, and apparently it's being phased out for a newer version, which I'll just show you now while we've got it magnified. Is this one here, which is called Snip and Sketch. This is the Rolls-Royce of the screenshot programs, and I'll show you that one in a minute. But let's go back to the Snipping Tool. So you hover on the Snipping Tool. Now if you can't find it, if you don't have it on your taskbar, you can type the name in here in search, or you can press the Windows key and search for it in amongst your programs. So you can do that for both of these, and if you find them useful, which you probably will, it's a good idea to pin them to your taskbar. All you do is, well, let's find one now. There's Snip and Sketch. If you right click, you can, I've got it pinned, so there's an option there to pin it if it's not pinned. If I press that now, it will unpin it, so I don't want to do that. Alright, so that's how you can get it attached to your taskbar if you want to use it regularly, which most people do. So now I'm going to use the snipping tool. So you click on the icon, and there's a few options here. The first option is the mode. You can do a freeform snip, which means you draw an area by freehand and snip it, or you can do a rectangular snip, or you can do a window snip, which is just a window you're working on, or you can do a full screen snip. I'm going to just show you the rectangular snip. You can also delay it if you want to do something to the screen before the snip takes place. So you can delay it by a few seconds before it happens. So, but we won't do that now. I'll just do the rectangular snip. Now you see the screen dulls a little bit. So if I go here, you'll see there's a cross. Now you've got to start on the top left or on the top corner, because you can't go back and adjust. So I'll just take that section like that. When you let go, it opens this window. Now from this window you can save it to a file somewhere on your computer, or you can send it, or you can print it. And then you've got various tools for annotating. For instance, let's take this blue pen and we can just draw on it like that. And there's the option to open it in Paint. You've got an eraser, so if you didn't like the blue pen, you just do that. And that's quite handy. But as I said, this program, the snipping tool, is probably going to be phased out over time. As I said before, Snip and Sketch is the Rolls-Royce of the screenshot tool. So we'll press on that one so I can show you what that one can do. Press on there. And there is a shortcut you can use, which is the Windows key, Shift key, and S to get the program. Or, as I said before, you can type it in there and find it, or you can search through your programs by clicking on the Windows key or the Start key. So we'll press here, New. Now it dims the screen like this, very much like the previous snipping tool, but it's got a few more options. That's a rectangular snip, that's a free form, that's a window snip, and that's full screen. So let's go, this time we'll just do free form just for fun, and we'll take that area, let go. Now it brings up this window with my snip in it. Now from this window I can again annotate. I can take this pen, let's make it red. You can also change the thickness like that, and we can go like that. So that's quite nice. Then you can also do highlighting. Again, with the highlighter you can change the thickness, the color. Let's take that color, and you can highlight badly, and if you don't like it you can erase it like that. Right, then another feature is the ruler. Click on there, that gives you a ruler. If you use the wheel on your mouse, you can change the degree or the angle of the ruler. So let's make it 42 degrees. And then if you like, you can select a pencil and you can draw a straight line along the edge of the ruler like that. Just pull the ruler out the way, there we go. So that's quite handy. And then you can crop it. And save it to a file. You can share it. So that's about the size of it. 5 quick methods to copy or do a screenshot of your screen. And depending on the task that you're performing, you can choose which one of these suits you best. If you just want to do a full screen, print screen is fine. But if you want to do a little bit of editing or something a bit more sophisticated, or just a small area of the screen, then you must use one of the more sophisticated tools like Snip and Sketch, or while we've still got it, the Snipping Tool. Now, if you found this useful, please like and share this video and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already done so. If you have any comments or questions, we'd love to hear from you. Just scroll right down to the bottom and you can find the comments section there. Thank you very much for watching.